just upset the dogs. Dang. Okay. They're going to come out here. Hello, guys. I just said we're live. You can come over here and say hi. I'm doing the show. Oliver turns around. Here comes my little girl. Hi, little girl. Come here. Come here. Can I say hi? Can we say hi? Oh, no huggies. How are you doing? See, yeah, they can see you barely. Okay. All right. I got to do my show, okay? Nobody's here. The postman's not here. The guy, the FedEx guy that brings you your cookies isn't here. All right. Go on. Go back inside. Good girl. All right. Here we go. Let's get into the show today. Kids first, you know what I'm saying? It's from a narcissist. We're going to try this beer right here. Fieldwork. St. Thomas OG West Coast IPA ale brewer with Muscovy hops, okay? It's a 6.7% beer. Government warning. All right, beautiful can though, beautiful artwork. Let me show you guys. Let me see if there's comments so I can see. Boom. And then we go to view channel. And then we go to live. Okay. Oh, whoa. Let's turn that down. And let's go here and say hello all. Hello all. Let's crack her open. Smells good. It does smell hoppy. You can't touch this, but listen, we don't know. We don't know unless you try. That thing was sitting on the shelf at the market forever until my boys told me. Now I'm listening to everything they say. Cheers, Lisa. Give me another minute. Okay. Beer taste initially, I give it a B plus. I know yesterday I gave one a B plus. This is a 6.7 alcohol. I will say this beautiful can, it makes it. It's a weird taste. You can feel the fabric on your lip. I don't like it just because of that. So it goes down to a C plus. Sorry. Beautiful labeling, great artwork. I know I'm an artist, so I can say artwork. The artwork went a little too far because it goes up to the. It's beautiful. It just has this weird. I can solve this though. Hang on. Let me solve it. Put it in a glass. There we go. Ha ha ha. We have that little glass. All right. Oh, wait, it'll bring the show to a halt. Let's put this back in the refrigerator. I always make sure I have my backup beer just in case that beer is not going good. We're going to get into what's in front of me, everybody. I apologize for shutting down the show like that. If you are over there, oh, you're hooping. What? Get out. What? I can't read the comments. God damn. Jordan, Saddleback. Tons of rain. Okay. Martin, cheers to you, brother. You got some snow on the side. All right, let's get this in the can. Lisa, are you hoop netting now? Right now? Are you on Justin's boat? Are you on your boat? I gotta move. Hang on. I'm gonna. Lisa, I don't want to ask you this, but can you come over to YouTube so I can read your comments? I would love to be able to see what's happening. But if you can't, enjoy yourself out there. I hope you get one of these bugs. This is my buddy's bug. It's a 12-pound lobster. It was exactly 12 pounds. My buddy caught this, and on the net, he had the biggest one of the day on our Bug Brothers trip on the opener. He even took a video of it because he was GoPro, and he goes, "You can have the video." I'm like, "Oh, okay." I couldn't seem to find a 12-pounder today. No, this Friday with Justin. Okay, I will make sure I'm there to watch. I'm very, very excited. I can see your comments now. Penelope Lou, you got to go inside. There's too much fishy stuff out here. Okay? Hey, you got to go inside. Okay? I love you. I know, but you need to go inside. Thank you. Don't get mad at me. Inside, please. Thank you. Oh, so many distractions today for the show. I hope you guys get a big one. What is going on this weekend? I gotta ask the old wife. Maybe I'll come down and get some lobster this week. Because here's what's happening. This rain forces lobsters to walk around in the daytime like they do at night. They hate fresh water in their gills. So, thank you for coming over here. Catalina. Ooh, the Catalina wine mixer. What a fantastic. I love Catalina. When we go over there, there's a bar. The only dive bar they have there has the pool tables in it. What is that called? The Blue Marlin? The Blue Marlin. Fun place for me. That's where you'll catch me. Now, you can walk down the strip, and there's beautiful bars every 5 feet. Beautiful restaurants. The Tuna Club, which I'm not allowed in. And I don't think I ever will. I've been with very rich people, and they're not even allowed in there. I don't know how you get in there. Let me at least put their can up there as respect. I love your can. I hate the texture on the lip. That's why we went this route. And that's not bad. That's not bad. It's back up to, it went from a B plus to a C plus, and I'm just gonna give it about a B minus. All because of the label, the texture on the can. Beautiful can. I don't want to say anything bad about people's artwork, and so I can't say that about that. I'm sure somebody's wife or grandmother or daughter or somebody did that and said, "Man, this is beautiful. Let's just do this." It all works except for the texture on my lip, and that's just me. I'm a narcissist, number one. So if you are part of that brewing company, God bless you. Don't take my word. I just have a I'm here to critique, okay? I'm here to win. This was not my bug, but I'm going to put it back together for my buddy. Now, it's not going to happen on tonight's show. I'm letting you know. I just pulled it out of the solution. It needs to be washed off, and then it needs to be dried. The drying process. I have the heat gun. We're going to heat it up. I spray this on the inside. It's rubber cement or rubber paint. Now, what that does, if it does start breaking apart, because I don't know how this is going to come out. I know how to save them now. And you spray the rubber on the inside, so if they do start cracking, you put super glue on it, and then you paint over it, and then you epoxy it. This is something that I'll have to be up all night monitoring, which is not a big deal for me. I'm a night owl. I'm also an early owl. Get up bright and early. If you caught my earlier show down here on YouTube, and Lisa, by the way, let me explain to you something. Austin, hang on. Let me go back to Lisa's comment, then I'm going to talk to you, Austin. Austin is a boy that I met yesterday online. I know that sounds creepy, but we're just having a fun time playing with Bill, and we ran into Austin. And he's a 20-year-old that he wanted one of my lobsters. Now, I said, I can't mail lobsters because here's the problem. 20-year-old man. Yeah, I'm sorry. Did I call you a boy? I apologize. Let me take off the hat. It's a little warm in here. I apologize. Listen, I'm just old, right? So everybody is young to me as a kid. I'm sorry, you're a man. 18, you turned into a man. You could go fight for our country if you wanted to. You get to vote. I know you're back in Michigan, so I think you can actually drink at 18. Can you drink at 18? I got to give it to Lisa's comment first. Hang on. Lisa, I think you watched Justin and you saw the Bulldogs last night on Justin's post. Cute little bulldogs. Me and my wife were sitting there watching TV, and she goes, "Do you see these bulldogs?" And we got two. We got a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old. I see a twinkle in their eye. Now, Justin, don't get excited. I can't afford bulldogs right now. But if we're going to have a family of 2, why not have a family of 3? We already have to have a babysitter for our 2 retards.
Makes sense.
The what?
It makes sense.
It does make sense. I hear you, love. I know. And I was even laughing at your post, Lisa, because I asked you how many dogs you had, and you had 5, and then I saw you just met another dog. Hang on, a black and white one. Yes, get one. No, Lisa. Let me explain to you. My wife just said we might as well have 3. And it's true. They bring so much joy to our lives. Bulldogs, here's what the cool thing about bulldogs is: they sleep all day long. They have about a 2-hour play cycle, and then they go back to bed. They eat, of course, that's their favorite thing to do. If you are up on, hey Rick, if you are up on Facebook, I'm asking you to come down here because to YouTube, because I'm going live to put this thing together. I'm going to need my phone to do it. Not tonight. I have to wash these off. I will go live tonight or after dinner. I'm just saying. I'm going to be going live whenever it's time to do something else with these. With these. So back to you, Austin. You said you wanted a lobster. Well, so the next 7 that I get, if it's not over 10 pounds, you can pick which one, why they're alive, right here, and you can have it. You can't have the meat. I'm going to take the meat out in one piece, and then I'm going to grind it up through the grinder and make sausage. Love, there's fish guts over there.
Oh, is that why she wants
to she needs out? To. Yeah, she's just been out here. She already went potty.
Okay, come on.
And then I also pulled the alcohol out of here, so I don't want her in here.
It's freezing.
Come on. Well, close the door. It was so hot that I took my hat off. Now I'm freezing. You're right. Okay. Anyway. Okay. So, Lisa, I believe you own 5 dogs, correct? Yes. You said yes. Okay. I think we're going to be in that kind of range of of parents. The weird thing about bulldogs, though, is they have a very short life. They have a lot of problems. You have to have money if you get one of these dogs. I'm just saying it's not. They just have, if they're not bred right, and I'm not saying anything about Justin. I'm not saying about any breeder or anything. I don't know anybody's the way they did them. Here's what I will say. You can run into huge problems with bulldogs. They're not built for their bodies. They're not built for. They have breathing problems. If you live in extreme heat, they cannot move around. You can't take them. They have to be air conditioned. This dog is like having you can't say retard anymore, so I'll say especially handicap for life. But their lives are short. 7 years is a good lifespan for a bulldog. Our first one, Louis, God rest his soul, 11 and a half years. Cheers to King Louis. And because of him, we have Oliver, and then we have Oliver and Penelope have the same mother, different fathers, which explains she is a tear. She's a nutcase. She loves her brother, but just likes to terrorize him. And she thinks she's the best in this house. Now, I am an alpha male, so when I say something, they listen, except for her. I mean, you saw her. She knows daddy's girl. Anyway, cheers. Cheers. Just think puppy breath. The puppy breath comes with the very sharp puppy teeth that bite you. And then you think it's so cute as you're bleeding. It's almost like the ling cod teeth. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like the halibut teeth when the halibut bites you. Now, I don't shoot my dogs in the head with a spear gun. I'm sorry. I got my I don't even know where I was going with that. Let's just leave that. So, for you, Austin, since you we were talking earlier on an earlier show, he did do me a favor and he had 10 people that or I think 6 or however many people he harassed to put Austin in the comments under YouTube, the short that I did today. So he's going to get himself a lobster. He's going to be able to pick it. He's not buying it. I'm not trading it. I'm not selling it. I'm giving it to the kid. Now, what I got to do, Austin, is I got to send it to you in parts like this. This is what you would get. This is like Austin grew up with Legos. If you grew up with Legos, you can do this. I'm telling you right now. There's 3 parts. This one has more because it's more technical. There's 3 parts. There's this part. There's the tail. Glue that right here, Austin, right here when you get it. And I'm going to put instructional videos in there just like when you get Legos. You know how you get the little man and they have hands that you pop on and they have the head you pop on? I'll draw it out. Now, I'm a half-a-tard, so my drawing and my writing is just tremendously terrible. My buddy asked me to sign the last taxidermy lobster I did on the back of it. I was like, I don't know if I want to, but I just did Seawolf real quick, like a doctor would. And I actually thanked him for letting me sign that afterwards. He goes, no, you're not leaving until you sign it. So, like I said, when I start working on this, it's going to be on YouTube only. Come or don't come. I don't care. Subscribe, turn on the bell. I don't know what not. If I get up at 3 in the morning and I have to be checking on this guy to make sure he dries right, make sure he forms right. I don't know where this was in his molting process. He wasn't at the end. He might just stay solid the whole way through. I'll still epoxy him anyway. To Austin, yours will come epoxied and cleaned out. Okay? These little wings underneath I'm going to take off and I'm going to put it in water and then I'll reseal and then I'll make a nice little necklace. Austin, do you wear a necklace? Let me ask you that. Yes. Seawolf must be signed. You're right. I know. Now I know. Could you sign mine? Yes, I will sign yours. Do you wear a necklace? And if you don't, that's fine. But if you do, I will get you one of the tails, fins from it, and when I mail it to you, I'll have it on a clip for you, so you just clip it on. This is how I put mine on. You just clip them. Boom. It's on a clip. Okay? I will make sure you get that. If you want one of these big ones, I will give you a big one. These are 15-pound male lobster. It's the fins underneath. This is, I'm going to say, a barely legal one, but legal. I don't take anything illegal. So when I say that, this is a 15-pound male lobster, and this is, I'm going to say they're about, when they're legal and they're barely legal, they're about 1.5 pounds, okay? So you can see the different size. So if you wear a chain, Austin, I will put mine on a keychain. Okay, all right, yeah, I got you. You want a bigger one like this, buddy? Or do you want a little one like the one that's on yours that I'm going to mail you? Now this one I'm not mailing you. This is one I'm just showing you. It's going to come in 3 parts, like I said. They will be epoxied, and it'll be in a nice little box. And all you have to do, there'll be instructions. You just glue here. You glue this on. Here, I'll show you with the big one. So you're going to have this, but it'll already have the legs on it, right? Let me move things over. Then you'll glue this on like this. Normally what I do at this stage right here, okay, there it is, all back together. Now normally what I do is I shoot foam into here. You don't put too much because it's expanding foam. It just holds it together. And then you put the tail on like this. It's this simple, right? Just like that. So the one you get is all going to be epoxied, all ready to go. It's not going to be this size. Don't you get all your panties all excited that you're getting one of these big ones, because you ain't getting it. But you did do a good job today by everybody saying Austin on my YouTube one. Thank you for following. I'm glad I met you playing video games. I hope your life works out tremendously like mine has. This one, I broke its leg when I was doing it, so now I'm going to have to put all this back together. I know what I'm doing. There's one other leg that did the same thing. There's the feelers. So when you get the antennas, all you're going to do is you just do the hot glue in there with a toothpick, and then put it on. Now this one is a 10-pound lobster. This isn't his antenna. They're smaller. Here, his antennas. Let me go to my parks department. That's almost too big too. Let me see. So this will be all wrapped up in, and then you just glue it on like that. Now yours also will have a hook on the bottom. So you need to put it up high, my guy. Because if you don't put it up high and you show all your friends, not that you have any, or if you do, or what, I don't know where this is going. Here's the problem, Austin. If you don't put it up high, they will break. I break mine all the time. Do not throw it away. I will send you extra antennas. If you take it around and start showing people, they're going to want to touch it. They cannot not touch it. These things have to be touched. I've tried that's why I epoxy them. That's why I preach. Hang on. I'll put mine up high. Don't even worry if it breaks. Uncle Brent, Grandpa Brent, whatever you want to call me. Oh, wait, Seawolf. Uncle Seawolf. And I'm not that weird uncle, I bet. And that's all you'll have to do. 3 pieces put together, and then you'll glue the antennas on. They have to have toothpicks in them, otherwise you're just going to have to hold them and the glue won't set right and it won't look right. Many years of however you say that, many years of experimenting and coming to this. So, I would send you one tomorrow, this one, but I don't have a bottom to this one. When I collect them, I might have some at my buddy's shop, but I don't have any here. Because my buddy's shop in Concord, Pacific Ocean Sports, has my biggest taxidermy thing so far. It's about 12 feet long. It's made out of foam that now it's just beautiful. I'll show it to you in pictures on my Facebook. So, I shoot foam too. Ah! Fantastic. Cheers, Mr. Stanley. I enjoy your post. I enjoy all your guys' posts. I am so glad that I found Saltwater Guides group. I don't even know how to fish. Here's what I do know how to do. I do know how to grab lobsters, and I want the biggest lobster. And I was looking, and the biggest one I've ever seen out at the islands was 14 pounds, 8 ounces, and that's after 20 years of diving. And it wasn't even mine, it was my buddy Tom North, and he threw it back after he brought it up and took pictures of it. So my new thing next year, if everything goes right and I have the money for a saltwater tank, I'm going to have a saltwater lobster that's over 10 pounds. You guys can name it. I only can have it. Listen, I've already talked to the wardens. I only can have it during lobster season, and it can't be a pet. Okay? I don't know what that means, but I'm not going to have a lobster and not have a name for it. So, I'm going to catch a big one. My buddy Chuck sent me a video of somebody that got a big one, put a GoPro strap around this part, right? And then put a leash on its tail and let it go back into a hole and crawl around. And then when he was done, he just pulled it out. I'm definitely going to be doing that if it's legal. I don't know if it's legal or not. Insta. Okay, or did you mean Insta? Yes, Austin, follow me on all social media is basically what I've told you. And if you share me out, say, hey, go. I don't know where I'm going to be live. I do know YouTube is where I just want to do one show. Can't wait to meet you at the Yes! Mr. Stanley, just tell me what day you're going to be there, and that's the day I'll go down there. I went down there last year. I gave Justin a taxidermy lobster that it looked like a retard made it because one of the legs were just like sticking out. I don't know if you saw it in their booth. It was back. They didn't put it up high enough. I think people touched it and it broke. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I just wanted to meet Justin for a meet and greet about 3 weeks before the PS. It was actually last year. My buddy I met another buddy, Ryan, through Slay Day. Sorry, didn't want to mess that up. And when I went down, I met Justin, and then that night I went on a dive in, not the harbor, the break wall, or somewhere where it's legal to dive. And me and a free diver went. The free diver has passed on. I don't know the story, and he was a great man. And it's the first free diver that didn't try to punch me, and I didn't try to punch him. So cheers to you and your name, Miguel. Anyway, last year I had my best dive ever in Long Beach. You say, what are you talking about? I'm going... Yes! That's how I met. He met me because he saw my bling necklaces. These ones right here. Hang on, Mr. Stanley. Boom, boom, boom. I made one for Riley. I made one for Riley's brother, Justin's boys. And this is what he's talking about. Now that I didn't give him the fucking 12-pound, 13-pound tail. No. You don't get that one. But man, I got 1, 2, 3. This is the one that I used to wear till I improved to this one. You know what I'm saying? And then I got one over here with a halibut on it. So I got changed. Anyway, Ryan wanted them for the winter last year, and I think Justin won Justin and his partner won last year. Anyway, it was just tremendous. I went on a dive. I went down, and like I said, I've never seen so many lobsters walking around. The first dive, it was 2 foot viz, and it was dark and it was murky, and I was like, oh, okay. I got 4. I got my 4 I could have had 7. I got 4 because they told they're going to take me to another spot that was supposed to even be better. The other spot, I only had 500 psi in my tank. You're supposed to be on the surface with 500 psi. I'm like, I don't care. It's 15 to 20 feet down, 30 at the most. And I sucked all the air out of my tank until I had to self-inflate my BCD because there's no more air. You normally just push a button. No more air. Now don't do that. If now they'll charge you, if you deplete the air in your tank, the dive shops will charge you. They have to do a visual. It's the law. Blah, 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 blah. Don't do what I do. Do what I do. I don't care. I'm the champion. I can prove it. Okay, let me get these things off my neck. Justin just got gypped at the last minute last year of the King of the Harbor tournament. Okay. Anyway, Mr. John Stanley, you tell me when you're going to be there. I am from Monterey, so I will put my camper on, or I have a buddy in Newport. I got a couple of LA firemen that will let me stay at their house. Hang on, let me think about this. How far is the PC? How far is the PCH thing from Mission Viejo area? Is it close? Yeah, I can do a lot of things. Hang on. Oh, hey, John, can you get on YouTube with Lisa and Martin and everybody else? I'm supposed to. She's asking me to tell you that. Hang on, everybody. Let's stop. John, please come over to YouTube. Okay, that's all I can say to you, please, because then I can read your comments. I have terrible eyesight. I know it's only. Let's see. Oh, don't do that. Oh God, listen. That's my heart goes out to you. I'm not doing anything. Listen, I was just looking and I was judging space. Okay. I know I'm bald-headed. Jesus, everybody's gonna shut down and say, "Oh my God, did you see what he did?" It's about 6 feet away from me is all I'm saying. I am wearing the same sweater right now. Thank you, Kent. Kent, this is your boy. I don't know if you were tipped off. I didn't tip you off. This is your boy. And this is the week it's going to be done. So, this is the technical stages on this. I do have to have my phone because I do want to. This is one that I can actually say. Here's the catch. Kent's over here on Facebook. Kent, if you could come over to YouTube. If you can't, that's fine. But Kent, if you can come over to YouTube, you can conversate with all these people and let them know. This was yours. He gave me the video for it. I said, can I promote this and can I tag your name and your wife and da-da-da? He's all, yeah. Not tag his wife. I mean, tag her in the virtual world. Back in my day, tagging the wife is totally different. I apologize. No disrespect, sir. Anyway, this is his. He got this. He came up and goes, I want you to taxidermy this. Now, he has this hoodie. These hoodies you can't get anymore. My new ones are out. My website's not up yet. It will be this week, I was told. We are having to deal with, it has to deal with the purchasing of them. So Swipe, I don't know what Swipe is. It's not my deal. It's the computer guy and my wife. Swipe. So that's how we can make payments, I guess. I don't know. I don't care. I just want to produce great content. If you want to buy a hoodie, a t-shirt, a beanie, sweats. Look at these killers. They're normally for divers, right? You get out of the ocean, you smell like, you take your wetsuit off. Maybe you didn't pee, maybe you did. If you didn't pee, you're lying. If you saw a shark, you might have shot yourself. I don't know. You're under pressure. Every 30 feet, you're under a new bar of pressure. So you just got to think of it that way. You go down 100 feet. If you didn't have a zit, normally, I don't get zits. And I'm 54. I shouldn't get them. But once in a while, one will pop up out of nowhere. I'll go on a deep dive. I'll just plan a deep dive. And that'll pop that thing right up to the surface and it'll explode it underwater. True facts, kids. Get into diving, get certified. If you have an acne problem, go diving every day. You won't have to put any of that medicine on your face that is going to give you cancer or I don't know what it does to you. Anyway, this is his lobster. We are going to put it back together for him. Hopefully it won't crash. I tell everybody I'm not a taxidermist. I just play one on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and soon X. TikTok, I don't know. I deleted it from my phone and I can't get back on it. They won't let us put it back on. So I still have it on my iPad. You got to understand, I'm in this tech world and I'm killing it in the tech world in my brain. But I have no idea what I'm doing in this tech world. So, oh, John's over here, I believe. Yes, I'm here. Thank you. Okay. All right, now I can read your comments. So yes, the PCS show is about 35 minutes from Mission VA. Okay, I got a buddy that's a fireman. I could stay at his house, or I could take my camper. But he lives in an HOA, so when you put a camper there and then plug in, you know what I'm saying? They come and they send somebody like me. This is what I do. One of my business, I go to HOAs and I yell at people. So you can't do that. Sorry. HOAs. I live in the country and Austin is a friend that I met online. Now, Austin, these are some great people. So just leave comments that are nice. Austin's just somebody that I met out there. Nice kid. He's in his 20s. I don't really know anything about him. He lives over, I'm going to say, Michigan area, because that's where he said he lived. And I'm going to mail him a lobster. He says he's played with Legos before, Star Wars Legos. It's the same thing as a Lego set, my dude. Just piece it together, glue. I'll send you the hot. Do you have a hot gun, Austin? If you don't, I will send you one. I'll send you my old one that plugs in. You can't have my cordless one. That one's tits, as the kids say. So, when you are taking this apart, if you want to watch this, I don't even know when I took it apart, but I am going to put a documentary of it being caught, of it being taken apart, of the meat being taken out, and then I gave it right back to my homeboy the next day, and I believe they've already had a meal. So if you're watching and you're a warden, everything was done right. We kept it in one piece. You can watch the video. It was in one piece. And then I gave it back to them, and then I think they made a meal out of it, and that's what you're supposed to do with it. You cannot have pieces in your, you can't have the tail meat. I don't care if it was 3 pounds of tail meat, because it was 3 pounds of tail meat. You cannot have the head meat all separated. If the wardens come to your house, they have to be able to identify that this meat that was in here came from this one. It's the rules. I play by them. Okay, I'm pretty sure. But I'm not sure. Okay, you figure out your situation there, Austin. I will DM you. You're a cool young man. I'm sorry, no, I don't want to call you a kid. Remember, I am a narcissist. I've been deemed one by my own kids. We're not even touching them. This is a new year. I told them I was going to leave them alone. I didn't tell them because they don't talk to me. I told everybody that I was going to back off on my kids. I've dealt with my daughter running her mouth as a podcast. She's hiding like a little wonderful person. Emily, I hope you well in life. I love you. When you do grow up, and if I'm still around, you want to talk to me, I'm here for you, little girl. But until then, drink the Kool-Aid your mom. Why would? Here's the thing. If you get divorced, why would you try to paint a person that is a good dad or a good mom as a bad person? Just saying. That's all. I'm just going to leave it at that. The narcissist does exist in my kid's life. I went to a therapist to find out if I was a narcissist, and they laughed at me. And they're not supposed to laugh. And I didn't know that narcissists would never ask if they're a narcissist. But we'll leave it at that. Cheers. Cheers. I'm going to get off the subject, Lisa. I've been watching... I love watching Brent. It's a... You know what? You're absolutely right, John. I think it's just the funnest thing. And I'm all excited when Dave puts your commercial on. Oh, John Stanley. Yeah, waterless. I'm like, waterless? I don't even have one. I was talking to my wife at our house. I'm like, and okay, fun fact. Okay, check this out, John. So me and my wife decided to take a bath last night, right? After the games and everything and after my show. And we're sitting there. And it's just us. We have, and the Bulldogs, but the Bulldogs don't take baths, right? So we're in our bathtub, right? And all of a sudden the water's kind of cold. I'm like, let's turn the water on. We ran out of hot water. We were having so much fun. Now I get out of the bathtub, a big dude. My wife's beautiful. Just peanut, right? I take all the water with me. I don't know where it goes. It just goes into my skin, I guess. I don't know. All right, now we're cold. And I even told her, I go, you know, we can eliminate this problem by having a tankless water heater in our garage. John, just tell me if this is true. If I have a tankless water heater installed, I get hot water all the time, right? I don't have to wait for the water heater to fill back up. Isn't that how that works? I know I'm barbaric even asking the question. And I didn't even know you couldn't have them on yachts because of all the salt water and stuff. Or maybe you can on the bigger ones. I don't know. I don't know things. But I know people that know things. So now I got a guy that I can ask a question. Hey, John, what do I... I'm asking the question, John. A tankless water heater, can I have on-demand water, hot water, anytime I want? So if I'm taking a bath with my wife, I can have hot water? Hang on a minute. Oh, you're not the plumber. Oh, shit. Well, if you know the answer to that, let me know. I don't care if you're a plumber or not. I don't care. I really don't care. I get excited when I just watch Justin or Dave's show and I see commercials. I'm like, I'm dreaming about being there, right? I'd like to run a show and just all of a sudden you guys are watching me just going to telling about my wife and me taking a bath together, and then all of a sudden, do you want hot water on demand? Blah, blah, blah. I mean, my God. It's just fun. That's my entertainment. I'll tell you what. we're 49er fans, okay? Don't yell at us. We're up here. Leave us alone. We tape the games. Not even tape. Record the games. I think this is the right word. It used to be taping with the VH1 kits, by the way. So we record the games. Now, I record them because I don't want to watch commercials. All of a sudden, any commercial Dave has, it's one of his dudes that or chicks, and they're just getting themselves out there, supporting him, blah, 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 blah. I'm watching every commercial. I'm asking questions about selfless water heater. Tankless water heaters. It's foreign. I'm looking at my water heater, and it's perfectly fine. I think I want to rip it out. It's like, there's no reason to yet. Except for I want hot water. And I want to show my wife, hey, you want to take a bath with me? Let's just have hot water all day long. I'll take a bath with her 24 hours. We'll get pruny skin. We'll turn into lobsters. I'm cool with that. Anyway, let's get back on track. No waiting. Unlimited. Oh my God, Martin. You got one of those, Martin? Martin, you got one? Martin. By the way, if you missed my show on January 20th on YouTube, I can only employ endless water heater. Yes. Oh, Rick's saying it up there. So I can't see up there, Rick. Rick, okay, I know you got your kid and everything. If you can, come join our conversation. Everybody's having a great time over here on YouTube. If you can't, just stay up there. Don't worry about it. Jesus. You're probably just like, oh God. Yeah, my buddy Rick has a small child. He's doing a hashtag great parenting. He's a guy that met me in a parking lot at Breakwater and said, I've watched your videos. I really enjoy them. Blah, 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 blah. He repowered his boat. He put two 250s motors on his boat this year. Now, it's about, I would say it's about a 26. Well, what's your boat, if you could say, Rick? You can put it up there. I'll read it if you put it up there. Anyway, God, it's just so much fun meeting people. You know what I'm saying? The world is so much fun meeting people. So that is why this new career of mine is exciting for me. Because I don't ever care if I make money at it. I'm sure I do. Fuck off. Yeah, I want to live in Alaska for 3 months, and I want to live down on a boat with a tankless water heater with a hot tub on it in Newport area. Okay? I'll slum it for a while, but I'll get to Newport. You know what I'm saying? Now, sliced bread. Fast-growing family on the West Coast. You're absolutely right. Saltwater Guide. Go check them out. I'm not even a fishing. I don't know how to fish. Everybody asks me. I say, I'll tell you what. It's not even legal to do, probably. But I say, hey, you want to take your kids out? You want them to have a 25-pound halibut? I'll take it out. I'll throw the anchor. I'll go kill my 2 halibut that I'm allowed to have. I'll put them on their anchor. I'd rather have them reel them up than me bring them up, because that's the kill zone. That's when the whites are going to hit you when you're coming up slow. You can't come up fast under pressure, kids. So you got to come up. You got to do your safety stop in 15 feet of water. That's all murky. It's about 60-foot visibility under 20 feet. But then you get the bloom, the kelp bloom, and it's just brown. You can't even see your hand on your face. You race down to the bottom so you get past the kill zone is what I call it. Now, if you're coming up with 2 halibut on you that are 25 to 35 to 40 pounds, right? Yeah, I mean, honestly, I've come up with, what did I have? I'm not going to discuss what I had. I don't want to get into shenanigans from them. Even meeting people like this guy, Trent. Okay, Trent, what? Get over on YouTube, Trent. What are you doing? Come on over here to the YouTube family. Get over here, you silly son of a bitch. Now, Trent's a guy that I met on the boat. Trent is the one that named me Seawolf. Boom. There it is. Trent's a guy that I can document our first dive together, because he asked me to go take him diving on a night dive, and I told him night dive's for losers that can't get lobsters in the daytime. He goes, yeah, I'm that guy. I said, oh, okay. And he was sincere about it, and he wasn't a dick. And I'm like, I'll take you on a night dive. That means I can't drink. Okay, I'll drink when I get back up. So, I didn't drink. I went on a night dive with him, and Trent got his first good-sized lobster, and I have it all documented. Now, as we're moving the dive boat, the live-on dive boat from dive site to dive site, we'd see these beautiful boats. Right? We see these beautiful boats. Oh, Rick's here. My boat is a 27-foot, got two Yamaha 250s on it, and he just upgraded. And I watched the process. He would text me, and we will go hang out on that. We will go diving. I've never dove with him. Shame on me. Is it illegal to scuba dive intoxicated? I'm just gonna say it's pretty fun. It is. It's even better if you're on shrooms. Sure, with the at night with the iridescence. I mean, asking for a friend. Yeah, I'm just saying for a friend. I wouldn't know, but I hear the mushroom effect down there is pretty cool. Now I'm telling you right now, listen, no shenanigans, no bullshit. You drink on the boats, the captains will come up to you and say you're not diving anymore. Do not drink on the boats. Do not. This is something that is very serious. But if you're asking for a friend, I would tell your friend not to. But if he's going to do it, tell him to do shrooms first. It's a much better experience. Not that I would know. That's all. That's all. And I don't promote drug use anyway. An edible? You can't. Listen, I will say this to the young kids. Edibles, weed is still a felony out on the water. They can trust me. For some reason, they haven't changed the rules there. So, know your. As a matter of fact, I had a lot of guys that I would. How much can I say? Anyway, they didn't want weed. I used to grow weed. They didn't want weed. The guys that lived on the boat. And I'm not. Listen. If you're one of those people, I'm not exposing anybody. Nobody did this, but hypothetically, if somebody did it, they want cocaine. Why? Because it's out of their system. If somebody dies on board, they all get tested, right? Or if somebody gets hurt and the Coast Guard comes and does it, they get tested immediately. Blah, 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 blah. They don't want weed. Weed stays in your system too long. I don't promote any of that myself. And I'm not saying don't do it. Now, yeah, I'm just going to end with that. Listen, we'll get into my funness after I'm retired from diving. You stick with me, you follow, you subscribe, you'll get to know stories. And I'll just say hypothetically, wink, wink. I'm not saying hypothetically about cocaine at all. And YouTube, I know maybe I don't want to get a strike. I don't know. I don't know this internet world. I'm in jail over here on Instagram, where those are my people. 18 to 38-year-old males. Okay? That's my demographic. You got 1% of the females. And then I meet Dave's group. And they are all fun people. They fish, they got boats, they go out, they enjoy themselves. They're the people when COVID was happening, went down to their boats and went out. Now they shut down our harbors. So my boat sits in my front yard, I have to put it in on the boat ramp. They put chains up on my boat ramp. Social distancing. I'm going by myself. I just want to be out on the ocean. No! No! We're telling you how to live. Gavin Newsom. Good job, buddy. Now, listen. I am not making fun of anybody's house that burned down. God damn it. That's the worst thing ever. But having a governor that will tell you who you can sell your property to, when you can sell it, and how much it can be sold for. You guys did not recall him a year ago. What? How did that work out? I even had one of my buddies that's a liberal on there say, why would you even put all this money, make us spend all this money for this recall thing? Well, now you know why, asshole. And he's not even an asshole. I'm sorry for saying asshole. Now you know why. Now you know why if your house burnt down. Now you know what we've been seeing 90% of us voted for Trump. It didn't even matter. My mom didn't even vote for him. She doesn't even talk to me anymore since this has happened, and I think it's because she's in a depression. Sorry, Mom. This is how the world should work. When Columbia today, did you guys all see this? It might have been yesterday. They said we're not going to take the illegals that are coming back. They're not taking them. Trump was playing golf in 7 minutes. That's 4, sorry. In 7 minutes, he had it all wrapped up. That guy started sucking his cock like nobody's out business. Sorry about that. If you got kids, I'm sorry. Let me slow down there. The melting. So, when we got a president that doesn't mess around, and the world knows it, we are back to being Americans. We are back to making choices for us. Now, is that white privilege? Stop it. Americans are Americans. We're a melting pot. You want to yell at people, yell at anybody that took the land away from the Indians. But I didn't. Nobody did. So where are we going to go from here? We're only going to go all the way up. And I'm talking everybody. You're going to be able to afford gas again. We're not going to have to get these windmills out there because they're not going to be federally funded. They already are killing whales over there on the East Coast. There's no denying it. Even the liberals that voted for it over there, thinking it was a good idea, said, whoa, 1,500 whales beached themselves and died. One baby humpback on Christmas Eve. Do you hear about it? No, they can't tell you about it. All the migratory birds, kaboom, dead. They don't show you that. The lithium batteries that burnt down and closed down my highway when I went and got those 2 lings at Moss Landing. Do you guys hear about that? It's the biggest fire ever of lithium batteries. But you guys want to keep pounding your bullshit. And I got guys that tell me I'm not 100% sustainability. Hey, come on my show, assholes. I'm not afraid of you. I won't beat you up. I won't cuss at you. I'll just get into your brain to figure out why you think that lithium batteries that are the only person that has lithium is China. They have all the rights to all the mining. All of our fish goes to China. Why do you think all these closures are happening? I don't mean to be the dumb asshole that tells you all, but that's the truth. All these closures are so China can have our fish and then sell it back to us at Costco. You don't believe me? Okay, do your own research. I've already done it. And I don't even want to fucking think about it. I'll tell you what, I got smart people that actually love thinking about this kind of stuff, that want to save the world. Think about that. Think about that. Think about where we're going as a country now. Because where we were going, we were fucked. No more cussing, I get it. Rolling bombs. I know. They are. You ever see one of those catch fire on the freeway? The fire trucks can't even put them out. I'm going to hold my tongue about the conception. But if you know what I'm talking about, Google it if you don't. And I was on that boat a week, the dive boat, the conception, a week and a half before it burnt down with my buddy and his 2 kids. This is just tragic. They're trying to tell us their end result was there was a fire that started in a trash can. And there is a trash can when you walk out to the back deck. There's no doubt about that. That's not what started that, in my opinion only. Tragic. People lost their lives. I got the button right here. Where is it? I think it's on my safe. I have it. It's just a dive tag that we put on our tanks. Here it is, right here. Whew. Touchy. There it is, right there, guys. If you know, you know. 34 beautiful people lost their souls. They weren't killers. They weren't guys that went and grabbed lobsters. They were the peaceful people. I call them island walkers. They like to go scuba dive, be neutrally buoyant, take pictures, and then go do a hike on the island if it's accessible type thing. Swim around, kayak. Great people. Now, they didn't like what I did because I was killing the ocean. Okay. We got to do better as humans. That's it. Oh, compliments to the brewery. We got to do better as humans. We got to not let our government, I don't care what side you're on, dictate who you like and who you don't like and who you support and who you don't support. That's it. And we got 5 more minutes. I'm not even on. I was gonna, man. I still have this fish head to do. So I did find some more. Just back. Sorry. I found some more ear bones in there. I mixed them in with the lobster buttholes. I did taxidermy on today's show on YouTube. If you want, use it as like an podcast. You can watch it. I epoxied this guy's asshole right here. I checked with the owner of this guy and he said I can have its asshole, and now I epoxied it. It's drying still, but there it is. That's its asshole and it's gaping. Sure. So if you missed it, go back and watch. It's a good read. And just like I said, be good to each other. But here's what I'm asking. If you do want a hoodie, a t-shirt, a sweater, let me know. You can avoid the shipping cost. If I'm coming down to LA, I'll bring it to you. The prices are the prices. I don't know what they are. They're going to be competitive with everybody else. It's not going to be too extravagant. It's just like a regular hoodie. Website's going to be up. You can swipe. Whatever swipe is. Maybe Venmo. I don't know. That's not my life. That's not my part of my business. Mine is to entertain you. I will listen. I know, and I made a mistake on the first sweats. I know you all want joggers, is what they're called. I learned that from my buddy this weekend. The young guys call them joggers. They're not the old sweats. They got pockets. They got back pockets, and they're tapered off. I even got a pair when I went over, and they came over and showed me all the product that I could have and how much it would cost. We went the cheap route. We're building a business from the bottom up. So if this sells, more go into that. My wife gets to take over. Maybe Lululemons for you ladies if you're into Lululemons with the Seawolf on the ass. I don't know. I mean, I think that would be cool, but I'm not in. That's not my department. It really isn't. Yeah. All right, my guy. Well, they'll be up on the website. Austin, I cannot believe that you're just somebody that we just started talking, and who knows where friendships go, but I hope you enjoy your lobster. I will sign it for you. I will send you it in pieces, just like you would get a Lego set, and you put it together. It'll be already clean. There's no smell to it. There's no meat in it. And you just, if you want, I'll send you the legs separately too, and you can put them all back together. If you don't know what you're doing, just watch the next couple days. This guy will be being put back together piece by piece. And then I will go give it to my friend, and then I can make the whole video So far, if you've watched the video, the short, you can see the catch. You can see my buddy. He wears gloves. What does he wear? He wears welding gloves. My hands come back all cut up, marks all over him. He doesn't have a scratch on him because he wears welding gloves. I need to be able to feel the antenna. I need to be able to walk my hand down until I get to the horn right here. That's just my theory. But he doesn't. So my beer's done. I promised an hour show. I just gave you an hour show. I might pop on and start dissecting the head only on YouTube because I need my camera. So if we can all just 5:30 every night Pacific Standard Time over here on YouTube. Here's what I would ask. If you can, comment on my shorts and reels. Just on the shorts and reels, not on my page. And if you want, share it out if you find it entertaining and you know some other twisted individual that thinks like me. Not just like me, but close enough. You know what I'm saying? And man, thank you all for the support and the love you're showing. I mean, like I said, it's meeting people. This is my final goodbye to this world, and I hope I have another 25 to 30 years of it. You don't know. You could die tomorrow. I've watched death. You watch death with loved ones if you get old enough, and that's a tough one, kids. That is. Your parents normally protect you from it. I don't think that's a good service to do for your kids because they're going to be adults someday. But watching the last breath of people that you love is tough. That brings up my goodbye to everybody. And this is my Uncle T. I was there for his last breath. He asked me to be. You guys all have a great night. Thank you for watching.